Bar Association and Karachi Bar Association. 30 minutes, sir.
Thank you. Can we be as precise as Mr. Salahuddin Ahmed? Ji, next.
My Lord, Islamabad Bar Council, my Lord. 15 to 20 minutes, my Lord.
Okay, organizations.
ठीक.
I'm grateful, my
Sir, we are.
और organization को रह गया? We are not hearing people from. First, we'll finish here. जी, यहाँ कोई रह गया? Organization. जी.
The 6 members of Pakistan Bar.
नहीं, organization. I think you hopefully know the difference between organization and individuals. जी, बार कौन है? वहाँ कौन है? कराची में कौन है? किसको represent कर रहे हैं? Sindh High Court Bar Association. How long will you take? ठीक. और? आप इंडिविजुअल कैटेगरी में आ रहे हैं ना. लेट्स फिनिश द ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस. जी. और ये दूसरी जगह कौन सी है? और कोई नहीं है. ठीक है. अच्छा, आप इंडिविजुअल्स बता दें कौन है. भाई आप एक मिनट, यहाँ से हम कर रहे हैं.
आप जरा मुझे पहले इधर से देख ले, उसके बाद आस्ता से चलते.
हो गया ऑर्डर? सबने कर लिया? अटॉर्नी जनरल जरा ये आप पढ़ लें ऑर्डर. दे दें अटॉर्नी जनरल को. उनको ओरिजिनली दे दें. क्या फर्क पड़ता है भाई? वो पढ़ तो लेना. ओरिजिनल दे दें, वापस ले लीजिएगा. साइंड कॉपी ना दें.
You can hand over the other copy to me.
भाई दे दीजिए ना 2 मिनट.
दूसरी दे दे मुझे.
Pursuant to the order dated 3rd April 2024, the 5 High Courts have submitted their respective proposals, which were read out by the Learned Attorney General for Pakistan. Proposals were also sought from the Pakistan Bar Council and the Supreme Court Bar Association. PBC has submitted its proposals, and the Vice President and Additional Secretary of SCBA state that since a meeting of the SCBA had not taken place, they will be submitting their proposals before the next date of hearing. 2. Few petitions and a number of applications have been filed by other bar councils and bar associations seeking to be joined as parties to these proceedings. Others too have filed similar applications. However, we will only entertain the same to the extent of considering proposals made therein. 3. It would be appropriate and helpful if bar councils and bar associations come together and preferably file one document containing their proposals. However, if agreement cannot be reached amongst them, they may file separate proposals. 4. If any bar council or association wants to obtain copies of the proposals submitted by the High Courts, they may obtain the same from the office. 5. The Learned AG may also submit proposals on behalf of the Federation. With regard to the allegations levelled in the letter of the 6 honourable judges of the Islamabad High Court against the Federation or any agency under the federal government, responses thereto be submitted through the Learned AG before the next date of hearing.
One learned judge has written a separate note. Read that also.
The federal government has to submit its response to the grave status of interference by the executive as
highlighted
as highlighted by all the high courts. This is the most serious and grave matter undermining of the independence of judiciary, which cannot be trivialized. The federal government, I'm finding it a bit.
the buck stops with the federal government.
Federal government, I'm just trying to cipher it.
I'm sorry, my handwriting
is
Sorry,
very
really bad.
बहुत
It
ही
is, my wrong.
बहुत ही गंदी
May I
है
read this?
The federal government
The federal government has submitted, the federal government has to submit its
Has to submit,
response
ji.
to the grave status of interference by the executive as highlighted by all the high courts. This is the most serious and grave undermining of the independence of judiciary, which cannot be trivialized. The federal government controls the intelligence agencies, and it is for the federal government to explain its position before this court. The buck stops with the federal government. The high courts, the position before this court. The buck stops with the federal government. The high courts have indicated that the phenomena has existed till recently.
पैरा 5 में ये बात तो आ चुकी है. ऑर्डर के पैरा 5 में यही है कि फेडरेशन और एजेंसीज देयर अंडर अपना रिस्पांस दे दें.
That's proposals.
there is a response.
चलिए अब इंडिविजुअल्स बताएं कौन कौन बात करेगा.
एतजाज एहसन.
हाउ लॉन्ग?
25 minutes.
जी नेक्स्ट.
Sir, it's CP19.
Take one thing, Mr. Khwaja Ahmed Hussain. You will argue, Mr. Etazaz Ahsan, we will not have a dual thing. Make up your minds, just bear that in mind. Whoever starts will finish. Not halfway, no interruptions. If he's arguing, we'll hear him. If you're arguing, you'll hear him. We won't hear both of you. You decide, don't answer. Next.
Lord, he's instructed me.
बस ठीक है, fine. It won't change your instruction. अब देखें ये ना करें, ये ना करें, ये ना करें ना.
I will argue.
You are his counsel. Please tell him बैठ जाए. ठीक जी. चले
Sir,
आगे next.
Sir, I'll take 20 to 30 minutes.
आप किसको?
I'm in CP19.
आपने अलग से फाइल की है कोई?
Yes, sir. That's on behalf of ex-president, Press Association of Supreme Court of Pakistan.
अच्छा जब
Who
press
else is left in the country?
press association.
Yes, sir.
You will take 20 minutes.
Ji 20 to 30 minutes.
My lord, I am filed CMA 3475 or 24.
3475
of 2024. We are 6 members of the Pakistan Bar Council, sir, who have filed
Why you filed a CMA?
to become a party, sir. We
No, we have made it clear we're not making parties.
Speak, sir.
You can argue. वो
have
बता.
proposals we submit kar diye. Those
How
also,
long will you take?
sir? 20 minutes.
जी. Next.
I'll oblige, sir.
My Lord Shahbaz Khosa, this is CP number 15 of 2024. I have already, as per directions of my lords on the last date of hearing, gone through all the proposals and tried to consolidate all of them which are on the same lines and submitted CMA number 3976 of 2024. This is in CP number 15 of 2024.
long will you
I
take?
will not take longer than 25 minutes, my Lord.
ये तो बहुत ही लंबा चल रहा है केस. अच्छा नेक्स्ट. जी आप कितना टाइम लेंगे? जी आपने क्या फाइल किया है? 9. क्या आपकी क्या फर्क है या यही है? भाई अब अभी सिर्फ ये बता देना वक्त कितना लगाएंगे. चलें ठीक है चलें तो now you've read the order. How much time do you want? We can hear the others and we can आप जो भी आप
वो फिर मैं I'll be coming back with everything in writing tomorrow.
Okay, because you just read the order. Fine.
I have. I'll just receive the copy and then I'll get going.
ठीक है तो do you have any objection if we continue with
Of
the?
course. Please proceed.
अच्छा, shall we now start with the most senior of the Pakistan Bar Council से शुरू करते हैं और Supreme Court Bar Association, either of these two who we have issued notices to. आप पहले जाएंगे या रियाज़त साहब? जी
Bad please your lordship.
आपने कुछ फाइल किया?
Lordship, CMA 3662 and CMA 3968. Actually, initially I filed the
इधर नहीं बात 366.
Actually, I filed this application initially in detail, but later on I summarized it in order to save the precious time of this honorable court, and by filing another CMA 3968.
या दोनों हम सामने रखें या एक सामने रखें?
सर दोनों
3968 and 3662.
3968
इधर नहीं,
उसमें मैंने समराइज किया है वो पहली वाली जो मैंने डिटेल में रिपोर्ट दी थी, सारी प्रपोजल्स जितने भी थे, तो उनको शॉर्ट करके ना समराइज किया।
ताज्जुब इस बात पे हो रहा है
लॉर्डशिप
कि इतने माशाल्लाह वकील हैं मगर एक पेज पे नहीं आ सकते हैं। इंडिपेंडेंस ऑफ जुडिशरी के लिए भी
आ जाएंगे सर।
नहीं, वही मैं ताज्जुब हो रहा था। आई वाज होपिंग कि एक दो आ जाएंगी बस, मगर हर आज शख्स कह रहा है कि अपनी बात करना हमें। जी
ये बताएं ये प्रपोजल
रिस्पेक्ट एंड ह्यूमिलिटी टू माय कमांड, अगर
निकाले ना,
ये बताइए,
अगर जनाब ये स्क्रीन अगर
ना।
टीवी की लाइव कवरेज बंद करा दे पाकिस्तान बार काउंसिल पे बिहाग आई एम अलॉन्ग विद माय बस।
नहीं सुन लेना
जी,
आप ये बताइए, यू आर द एपेक्स बॉडी ऑफ द लॉयर्स और इंडिपेंडेंस ऑफ जुडिशरी के लिए हमेशा आप खड़े हुए हैं, ठीक है ना? आप खड़े हुए, probably restoration we let you down, लेकिन आप लोग हमेशा खड़े हुए हैं। अब सिर्फ जो माय लॉर्ड ने भी पूछा, आपके 6 मेंबरान ने अलग वो दिया है, क्या बेहतर नहीं होता कि आप एक ही मीटिंग करके पाकिस्तान बार काउंसिल और उनके इनकॉर्पोरेट कर देते?
मैं अर्ज कर दूं अगर जनाब ये अलाउ करेंगे, आई हैव ग्रेट रिगार्ड्स फॉर द 6 मेंबर्स, फिर ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस की कोई जरूरत नहीं, कोई इलेक्शन की जरूरत नहीं। कल को अदारे में कोई और आदमी ये कहेगा कि मेरी नहीं सुनी गई, दूसरे की नहीं सुनी। अल्टीमेटली वन हैज टू हेड द इंस्टीट्यूशन and the vice chairman is the elected head of the whole community of Pakistan. Secondly, if the individuals are allowed, we stand by the independence of judiciary and we stand by the 6 judges who have made complaint. There must be investigation, there must be action by this honorable court, but your lordship may graciously appreciate जब हम individuals को ये allow करेंगे तो that would create anarchy.
मैं बताइए, मैंने ये नहीं सजेस्ट किया आपको कि इंडिविजुअल को करें। पाकिस्तान बार काउंसिल का एक स्ट्रक्चर है और उस स्ट्रक्चर में वो कह रहे हैं कि हम मेंबर्स हैं ऑफ द जो कंट्रोलिंग बॉडी है। तो मैं आपको ये सजेस्ट कर रहा था, बजाय इसके कि वो अलग अलग करते, आप अगर एक ही मीटिंग करते उस गवर्निंग बॉडी की, अगर उनकी ओपिनियन जो भी थी, बिकॉज दैट इज इक्वली इम्पोर्टेंट।
बिल्कुल आपने दुरुस्त फरमाया, हमारी मीटिंग हुई,
सुन तो ले, ऑपोजिशन किसी भी जमहूरी इदारे में पार्लियामेंट में probably the opposition is more important than the government. तो अगर आप उनको भी इनकॉर्पोरेट कर लेते बजाय इसके कि वो अलग अलग दें तो वो भी आप ही का हिस्सा है.
मैं आपकी बात को अब मैं 1 मिनट लूंगा. सिर्फ इसी एजेंडे पे मीटिंग हुई और यूनानिमस रेजोल्यूशन हुआ पूरी की पूरी काउंसिल का. यूनानिमस 5 तारीख को यूनानिमस रेजोल्यूशन. देयर वाज नो डाइसेंट. नीचे ऊपर करवा के हमने जो यूनानिमिटी के साथ जिसको इतराज था वो रेजोल्यूशन दिया और वही रेजोल्यूशन ही सबमिशन है. देर आफ्टर मेरी जो गुजारिश है, जब अनफॉर्चुनेट फिनोमेना, जब अब टीवी लगा हुआ है पूरे मुल्क में, ये कवरेज है और उसके बाद सिर्फ टिक्कर ही हमने चलाने हैं तो फिर सिचुएशन वुड बी अदरवाइज.
कोई डिफरेंस है आपके उनमें?
मैं यही गुजारिश कर रहा हूं कि यूनानिमस पूरे हाउस ने, पूरे पाकिस्तान बार काउंसिल ने
बात नहीं कि अब जब सबमिशन की है, उन्होंने सबमिट किया है, उनके जो प्रपोजल में
कोई डिफरेंस नहीं है. कोई डिफरेंस नहीं है. मैंने इसलिए ये अर्ज किया, हमारे सारे का सारा पूरे हाउस ने, जैसे जनाब ने फरमाया, मीटिंग की. मीटिंग के बाद सारी बहस हुई. हमने रेजोल्यूशन के लिए सारे इन दोस्तों को जो अपोजिशन में थे, फारूक नाइक साहब चेयरमैन एग्जीक्यूटिव, वाइस चेयरमैन रियाजत अली साहब, जी नहीं, लेकिन मैं जो अर्ज करने लगा, अब ये कल्चर हम जो डेवलप करने जा रहे हैं कि एक इलेक्टेड जो रिप्रेजेंटेटिव है.
साहब, आई मस्ट इंटरप्ट. There is no such culture and I will not encourage this culture. I believe in democracy. Whoever gets elected, you may not agree with anything a person says. That doesn't mean we have to hear everybody. That's why I've given priority to the organizations. But if anybody else says something good, if they just want 2 minutes of time on camera, that's another thing. That's why we have started with the first premier body, which is the Pakistan Bar Council. We'll follow it up with Supreme Court Bar Association. So let's start with this thing. Otherwise, we just debate. When the minute you have a body, you respect it. You win the elections today, you respect it. You win the election tomorrow, you will be minority.
Definitely, as my lord has pointed out the query, that's why I elaborated. We were all,
and all the more so. One second, please. And all the more so when the destination is the same. जब आपका हदफ एक है, या तो बोले मेरा हदफ नहीं है, तो जब आप हदफ एक है, कोई ऐसी कंट्रोवर्शियल बात नहीं है, कोई सियासी बात नहीं है, भाई एक इंडिपेंडेंट जुडिशरी की बात है, यकीनन आप दोनों तरफ एक ही तरफ खड़े होंगे, तो बिस्मिल्लाह कीजिए, विल हियर यू.
लॉर्डशिप
जी.
So this is CMA 3968. As I was called upon by this Honorable Court to provide the assistance of proposals on behalf of Pakistan Bar Council, I confined earlier application in 4 paragraphs. So may I read the first paragraph of the application is that I have focused, Sir Lordship, I have focused the first para of the letter. First of all, may I read the first para of the letter, subject letter? The Honorable Judges says that we are writing to seek guidance from the Supreme Judicial Council with regard to the duty of a judge to report and respond to actions on part of members of the executives, including operators of the intelligence agencies that seek to interfere with discharge of her official functions and qualify as intimidation, as well as the duty of report any such actions that come to her attention to relation to colleagues and or members of the courts that the higher courts supervises. This was the first paragraph of the letter. In this regard, my humble submission is that through this paragraph, the Honorable Judges seeks guidance from Supreme Judicial Council with regard to duty of a judge to respect and respond to actions on the part of members of the executives, including operators of intelligence agencies. Therefore, my humble submission is that this segment of the letter may be referred to the Supreme Judicial Council in order to provide guidance, and some appropriate amendments or insertions may be made to the Code of Conduct for Judges regarding their interactions with executives in such circumstances. Now, my lord, paragraph 6 of the letter is most important. The paragraph 6 of the letter addresses allegations of interference in the judicial work of judges, harassment, and exertion of pressure. It recounts an incident involving the abduction of the brother-in-law of a judge of Islamabad High Court by individuals claiming officials with the ISI. Additionally, a complaint was lodged by an additional district and session judge who reported threats and the throwing of crackers into his residence. Furthermore, it was alleged that during routine maintenance, hidden cameras with SIM cards were discovered in the official residence of an Islamabad High Court judge, capturing audio and video recordings. The USPs retrieved from these cameras contained private recording of the judge and their family, constituting rather serious accusation. This is very serious. These are the very serious allegations leveled by the honorable judges. These allegations fall within the scope of criminal offenses. According to principles of criminal laws, providing the date, time, place, and manner of the offense is basic requirement to establish an offense. However, the aforementioned accusation lacks specific details such as names, individuals involved, CCTV footage of the court premises, and outstretch of the residence of the judges or any other tangible evidence. Therefore, my humble submission is that in order to thoroughly investigate these allegations and to fix responsibility to the delinquents for arriving at just and proper conclusion of the matter, the Pakistan Bar Council proposes the formation of a judicial commission may be comprised of one or more sitting judges. As such, factual controversy cannot be inquired, investigated under Article 184(3) of the Constitution. This commission may be allocated a specific time frame to conduct a thorough inquiry, and a consequence whereof the delinquent whosoever may be prosecuted under the criminal law. Nevertheless, judges of the Honorable High Courts and subordinate courts possesses the authority to prosecute any individuals who interferes with the judicial work under Section 228 of Pakistan Penal Code and Contempt of Court Act 2012. It is imperative to establish a precedent for prosecuting such individuals to serve as a deterrent within society and uphold the sanctity of the judicial process. In this regard, the judges throughout the country may be encouraged to exercise boldly such powers of the laws available to them. So, in this regard, if I may be allowed, may I read the section 228 Pakistan Penal Code, which is very much clear, Lordship. Intentional insult or interruption to a public servant sitting in judicial proceeding. Whoever intentionally offers any insult or causes any interruption to any public servant while such public servant is sitting at any stage of a judicial proceeding shall be punished with simple imprisonment for a term which may extend to 6 months, or with fine which may extend to 3,000 rupees, or with both. The procedure for this section has been provided in section 480 and 482 CRPC. So, with the permission of this Honorable Court, may I read these sections 480 and 482 CRPC.
जी
Section 480 CRPC. Procedure in certain cases of contempt when any such offense as is described in Section 175, Section 178, Section 179, Section 180 or Section 228 of the Pakistan Penal Code is committed in the view or presence of any civil, criminal or revenue court, the court may cause the offender to be detained in custody and at any time before the rising of the court on the same day may, if it thinks fit, take cognizance of the offense and sentence the offender to fine not exceeding 200 rupees and in default of payment to simple imprisonment for a term which may extend to 1 month unless such fine be sooner paid. Now may I read, Lordship, the section 482 CRPC. Procedure: the court considers that case should not be dealt with under section 480. The court in any case considers that a person accused of any of the offenses referred to in section 480 and committed in its view or presence should be imprisoned otherwise than in default of payment of fine, or that a fine exceeding 200 rupees should be imposed upon him, or such court is for any other reason of opinion that the case should not be disposed of under section 480, such court, after recording the facts constituting the offense and the statement of the accused as hereinbefore provided, may forward the case to a magistrate having jurisdiction to try the same and may require security to be given for appearance of such accused persons before the such magistrate, or if sufficient security is not given, shall forward such person in custody to magistrate. Number 2, the magistrate to whom any case is forwarded under this section shall proceed to hear the complaint against the accused person in manner hereinbefore provided by the law. Now, another law, my Lord, which is Contempt Act 2012, is also provided the punishment for the, if I may be allowed, may I read the Contempt of Court Act 2000. Lordship, Section 3 of the Contempt of Court Act 2012, Contempt of Court definition.
ये definition छोड़े, operative part बताएं.
Lordship, whoever disobeys or disregards any order, directions or process of a court which he is legally bound to obey or commits a willful breach of a valid undertaking given to a court, or does anything which is intended to or intends to bring the authority of a court or the administration of law into disrespect or disrepute, or to interfere with or obstruct or interrupt the process of law or the due course of any judicial proceedings, or to lower the authority of a court or scandalize a judge in relation to his office, or to disturb the order or decorum of the court, is said to commit contempt of court. Submissions, that Lordship.
ये वाइस चेयरमैन साहब,
Lordship,
आपके इस रिपोर्ट के बाद तमाम हाई कोर्ट्स ने अपनी
2012 का
सबमिट की है.
सर ये एक 2012 का है expedient to
This law was struck down in Bas Mohammad Kakar. 2003 is the valid law. वो वहाँ से पढ़ा.
चले 2003
It's almost the same.
सेम है
वाइस चेयरमैन साहब,
लॉर्डशिप
आपके इस रिपोर्ट के बाद सारे हाई कोर्ट्स ने अपनी रिपोर्ट सबमिट की, जिन्होंने इस लेटर से ज्यादा ग्रेव और रीसेंट मैटर्स को और सिर्फ सर्टन पॉलिटिकली कॉन्सिक्वेंशियल मैटर्स में उन्होंने हाईलाइट किया है. एंड वन ऑफ द हाई कोर्ट हैज गॉन टू द एक्सटेंट of saying that it's a phenomena which amounts to subversion of the constitution. ग़ालिबन पाकिस्तान बार काउंसिल ने वो हाई कोर्ट्स की वो रिपोर्ट शायद कंसिडर करके अपनी रिकमेंडेशंस फॉर्मुलेट नहीं की. Speaking for myself, it is not a 6 judges letter. They have highlighted a phenomena which has existed, and in the last hearing the Attorney General also acknowledged that it was happening in 2018.
That's true.
So everyone knows that these things are happening.
आप अपनी
आप
बातें करते
सिर्फ ये बता दीजिएगा कि ये फिनोमिना ना धरने जजमेंट से खत्म हुआ, ना किसी और जजमेंट से खत्म हुआ. What deterrence can be created? आप जो कह रहे हैं, देखें, let us be very, very honest. You are expecting high court judges. I mean, we all have remained in high courts. In 2018 and 2019, the high court judges, जो independent judges थे, वो उनके लिए सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज सुप्रीम कोर्ट का कंप्लिसिट होना था. लेकिन आप सब मान रहे हैं कि इंटरफेरेंस होती है, लेकिन उसका डेटरेंस बता दें इन लाइट ऑफ all the high court's responses that has been received. I think that would be more appropriate. It has gone now beyond these 6 judges' letter.
We will exclude the time that the bench takes during your response.
सर
आपको हम
मेरी
नहीं काटेंगे.
इसमें सर मेरी बिल्कुल छोटी सी गुजारिश ये है कि जब तक हम कोई प्रेसिडेंट सेट नहीं करेंगे,
यही तो
देखिए ना,
जो
प्रेसिडेंट सेट कैसे होगा ना
जो एडमिटेड है, जो हो चुका,
सर हम लोग
इसमें तो कंसेंसस है कि इंटरफेरेंस हो रही है.
नहीं, उसके लिए भी
हम आपसे पूछ रहे, देखिए हुकूमत तो कुछ नहीं कर रही, आज से नहीं हो रही, जब से भी हो रही है हुकूमत कुछ नहीं.
तो हम करेंगे ना सर, जुडिशरी करेगी ना सर.
हम आपसे पूछ रहे कि वो अमल बताया जाए कि हम किसी के मोहताज ना हो, हम खुद कर सकें.
ये तो 70 साल से
ये तो सर फिर
इनफ इज इनफ.
नहीं, हर ऑर्डर को कंप्लायंस करने के लिए, उसकी इम्प्लीमेंट करने के लिए एग्जीक्यूटिव की जरूरत पड़ती है.
साहब, कंटेम्प्ट से ज्यादा, इंटरफेरेंस से ज्यादा कौन सा अमल बुरा होता है? मर्डर होता है ना.
बिल्कुल सर.
वो कब से मना हुआ है? रुक गया है?
नहीं सर.
तो वो ये तो माशरे होते हैं, लोग होते हैं, ये सब चीजें तो चलती रहती हैं. अगर आप किसी ने आज आप हुक्म दे दे मर्डर होना खत्म कर, रुक जाए, तो हम रुकेगा तो नहीं, वो तो चलता रहेगा. वो हमें कैसे उसे डील करते हैं वो देख
सजा होनी
बातें हैं. सजा जजा की बात है. जैसे आपने कहा जजा सजा होगी, तो फिर दूसरा कहेगा हाँ देखो इसने कत्ल किया, इसको सजा मौत हो गई, तो कत्ल नहीं करना चाहिए. एक तो ये डिटेरेंट हो सकता है, दूसरा ये डिटेरेंट ये भी हो सकता है कि मतलब कुछ ना हो तो कहेगा अच्छा हम भी कर लेते हैं. तो आप अपनी आर्ग्यूमेंट कर लें. अगर हम आपसे बहस में नहीं पढ़ना चाहते, हम सिर्फ सुनना चाहते हैं.
जी सर.
तो हर ये सब लोगों ने लंबे टाइम लिए, तो आप अपना कंप्लीट
बस मेरा बिल्कुल कंप्लीट. मुझे ये सजेशन देनी है कि जब तक हम प्रोब नहीं करेंगे, जब तक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी फिक्स नहीं करेंगे, जब तक कोई प्रेसिडेंट नहीं बनाएंगे पनिशमेंट का, किसी एक को पनिशमेंट मिलनी चाहिए. अगर उस प्रोब के बाद तो एक प्रेसिडेंट बनेगा, एक डर होगा, एक खौफ होगा. दूसरा, जजेस को इनकरेज करना चाहिए कि उनके पास जो लॉ अवेलेबल है वो उसको एक्सरसाइज करें. बस दैट्स ऑल माय लॉर्ड. इससे ज्यादा मैं कुछ नहीं कहूँ, क्योंकि बोलने के लिए तो सर ये सारा दिन हम बोलते रहेंगे तो ये चलता रहेगा. लेकिन हम कह रहे हैं कि इसका हल निकालना चाहिए, बजाय इसके कि इन चीजों को हम बाहर जाके पॉलिटिसाइज करें.
आपके दो फिर जहाँ मैं समझा, एक आप कह रहे हैं इन्वेस्टिगेशन हो, बल्कि 3 चीजें हैं। 2 बातें और आपने कर दी कि वो कंटेम्प्ट एक्ट वो इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं अपने इख्तियारात, और अगर वो समझते हैं तो क्रिमिनल लॉ के तहत भी जा सकते हैं लोगों को। ठीक है, तो ये आपकी मुख्तसरन बात हो गई, ठीक है, या कोई और बात थी?
जी सर, ये
ठीक।
बल्कि एक चीज और आप बता
और
दें,
सुप्रीम
आप-
जुडिशियल काउंसिल का भी सर मैंने गुजारिश की कि जो
हाँ,
पहला
मगर,
पोर्शन है
वो
सेगमेंट रेफर
मैं
करें।
उधर सिर्फ इतनी वजाहत कर दूं, सुप्रीम जुडिशियल काउंसिल एक अलग आईनी इदारा है। एटलीस्ट even though I am chairman of that institution as well, I will not as Supreme Court direct the Supreme Judicial Council to do anything. वो उसके मेंबरान 5 हैं, 1-2 बैठे हुए हैं, 3 नहीं बैठे हुए हैं, ठीक है, तो उसमें नहीं जाना चाहिए।
रेफर करने के लिए
एक प्रपोजल और आपकी तरफ से शायद आनी चाहिए थी कि अब बीइंग पाकिस्तान बार काउंसिल, अब जो वकला की तरफ से जजेस पे आप जो भी आप प्रेशर समझे या जो भी समझे, उसको आप कैसे रोकेंगी? मैं एक छोटी सी मिसाल दे दूं। व्हेन आई वाज इन कोयटा, मेरे सेशन जजेस मुझे कहते थे कि हमने उनको कहा कि आप ताकत पकड़े, हम आपके साथ हैं। उन्होंने कहा जी हम किस तरह करें? एक वकील साहब आता है कि जी मैं आज जमाल साहब के साथ बैठा, मैंने आपकी बड़ी तारीफें की, तो वो समझा कि जब तारीफ कर सकते तो मेरी गिबत भी कर सकते हो, इसलिए वो जज कंप्रोमाइज हुआ उस वकील से। देखिए फैक्ट्स आज हम सबको मानना चाहिए। हमें आप पाकिस्तान बार काउंसिल ये मान ले कि आपकी तरफ से भी बातें होती हैं, इसको भी डिस्करेज करना हो, बल्कि आप अंडरटेकिंग दे कि आप इसको डिस्करेज करने के लिए पूरा स्टेप।
मैं सर 5 मिनट की गुजारिश करूंगा, हमारे सीनियर मेंबर है।
मैं अर्ज करूंगा सिर्फ 1 मिनट के लिए। एज माय लॉर्ड हैज पॉइंटेड आउट, इट्स एब्सोल्यूट ट्रू कि जो बाकी हाई कोर्ट्स का रिस्पांस आया है वो हमारे सामने नहीं था। उसके बाद जब मोहतरम अटॉर्नी जनरल साहब ने पढ़ा है, देयर आफ्टर वी केम टू नो द पर्टिकुलरली द रिस्पांस गिवन बाय द पेशावर हाई कोर्ट
एंड लाहौर
हाई कोर्ट। हम ये समझते हैं कि इसमें कोई दूसरी राय नहीं है कि एक डेटरेंट होना चाहिए, और उसके लिए मैयस जो क्या है हमने जनाब पे छोड़ा है। बार स्टैंड बाय द जुडिशरी फॉर द इंडिपेंडेंस ऑफ जुडिशरी, एंड इट्स वेरी अलार्मिंग व्हेन वी से द कैमरास हैव बीन रिकवर्ड फ्रॉम द बेडरूम ऑफ ए जज। It's very unfortunate. Even what to talk of judge, I would say, even the probing into the personal life of any individual, that would be taken care of.
कैसे जरा बताएं ना, वही तो बात।
जी मैं गुजारिश,
आप चाहते हैं इन्वेस्टिगेशन हो या ना हो?
जी हम चाहते हैं इन्वेस्टिगेशन।
आपकी रिपोर्ट में जिक्र है, आपने कहा है कि क्रिमिनल नेचर की जो
हमने
में प्रूव करेंगे।
जी बिल्कुल। मैं दूसरी गुजारिश करूं, हमने अपनी बार काउंसिल में एक लफ्ज हमारा रेजोल्यूशन का यूनानिमसली कैरी किया, जहां किसी को एतराज था उसको काटा, दूसरा किया। उसमें हमारे रेजोल्यूशन में ये है कि सिटिंग जजेस का कमीशन बनाया जाए, दे शुड प्रोब इनटू द मैटर एंड दे शुड प्रपोज द एक्शन टेकन अगेंस्ट द डिलिंक्वेंट, बिकॉज इट्स अ वेरी सीरियस मैटर।
नेक्स्ट चलते हैं, आगे बढ़ते हैं।
एक छोटी सी गुजारिश इधर मेरे जहन में एक आई है कि क्योंकि हम जो जुडिशरी है उनको कंप्लायंस के लिए, इम्प्लीमेंटेशन के लिए एग्जीक्यूटिव की जरूरत पड़ती है। जब भी कोई जज ऑर्डर करता है तो जाहिर है वो पुलिस को कहेगा या किसी एजेंसी को कहेगा। तो हम कहते हैं कि बिल्कुल अदलिया को आजाद करने के लिए एक एग्जीक्यूटिव का फोर्स उसके अंडर में होना चाहिए, जो कंप्लायंस, जिस तरह वो माजी में काजी खुद कंप्लायंस करवाते थे, ये हमारे इस्लामिक हिस्ट्री है।
आप क्या
तो हम कहते हैं कि
आप
ऐसी
क्या समझते हैं कि क्या एग्जीक्यूटिव कोर्ट के अंडर नहीं है?
नहीं सर है,
तो फिर क्या
लेकिन
यही तो अपने आप को स्ट्रेंथन करना है कि एग्जीक्यूटिव
डायरेक्ट अंडर
पे अमल करे, ना करे तो उस एग्जीक्यूटिव के खिलाफ भी एक्शन होना चाहिए।
चले आगे, चले नेक्स्ट पे करते हैं ना, कोई नई पॉइंट बताएं तो प्लीज गो ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट पर्सन।
बस सर ये मैंने की कि प्रोब होना चाहिए एक।
जी अगर बाद में कोई ख्याल आए बता दीजिएगा, अभी तो चले आगे बढ़ते हैं थोड़ा।
No, thank you very much, sir.
Sorry, I have to push you, but there are a lot of people.
Later on, we have to speak on the provincial bar council as well, Punjab bar council. वो बाद में हम करेंगे बाकी सीनियर्स के बाद।
रिपीटेशन ना अलाउ करें सर।
प्लीज।
नहीं देखिए, आपकी जो बातें हैं कि जी एक कंटेम्प्ट लॉ है, एक क्रिमिनल लॉ है, एक सुप्रीम जुडिशियल काउंसिल है, चौथी बात इन्वेस्टिगेशन है। ये अब कोई लोग इनसे डिसएग्री करें, हम लंबी लंबी तकरीरें सुनने नहीं बैठे हुए।
बस यही है सर।
बस ठीक है, अब नेक्स्ट आ जाए।
मैंने तो सर कोर्ट का टाइम बचाया,
सुप्रीम कोर्ट आ जाए।
थैंक यू।
आप एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं कि डिस्ट्रिक्ट जज जो है वो काम करे जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट नहीं कर सकती है। दैट इज व्हाट यू आर सजेस्टिंग।
हम सजेस्ट करेंगे,
रियलिटी बहुत डिफरेंट है। द रियलिटी इज वेरी डिफरेंट। वी ऑल नो व्हाट इज द रियलिटी।
निकालें, आपका नंबर क्या है?
आप हाई कोर्ट्स की रिपोर्ट्स तो देखें,
no number.
वो सारे जजेस हैं,
ये
वो गलत नहीं कह सकते। आप जिस तरह भून साहब ने कहा है उसको देख के हो सकता है आपका व्यू चेंज हो जाए।
जी, what number are you filed?
398, I've been told.
398.
CMA 398 of 2024.
ये जो अभी दी आपने?
जी मैंने आज ही दी।
आपने तो हाई कोर्ट के देख लिए ना।
Do you want to read it or you want to?
But I'll be reading it out. But before that, may I very humbly request all the honorable judges here.
Not to interrupt you.
No, my lord, I am
Can I make
more
a
than
request
happy
on
to
your
have
behalf?
interruptions. What I'm requesting here is that when we say on live TV, which the whole nation is watching, that the Supreme Court was complicit, or for that matter, that the judges were compromised, the Superior Court judges were compromised, we are not sending a good message. And these hearing, and what happened in the last state of hearing, is actually eroding public trust. And this trust
Hearing is eroding public trust.
my lord, what was said in the hearing on the last date, and I'll be pointing it out when I read from
President Saab, who are we answerable to?
My lord, we are answerable to firstly to Almighty Allah,
सुन लें,
and then to any other.
Let him complete it. Please, otherwise we'll be hurt.
आपने कह दिया ना। देखें प्रेसिडेंट साहब, हमने 76 साल झूठ बोला है, सच को छुपाया है, जिससे हमारी credibility बिल्कुल erode है. People do not have confidence.
Sorry
Now,
to say, I have to interrupt.
it
Please
is
proceed
the
with
truth.
your
So
case.
grateful, sir.
People
So
must know the truth.
Yes, my lord.
Don't be afraid of that.
My lord, the truth should come from somewhere else. If you're sitting here and you're actually accepting that you were complicit,
Then you have no business to sit here.
What is the answer?
Then
to
why
this?
don't you say you have no
Yes.
business to sit here?
So let me
I mean,
first.
sorry, I will put it very bluntly.
Yes,
If you are complicit, don't sit here.
Let me start from
Let me start.
I'll read. Let's not, my lords, let's not enter into a debate
It is
here.
not I that I have said it. It is the Attorney General who said it.
Everybody
And
said it.
in the High
Well,
Court.
Lord,
Yes.
It is so recorded
there
in the
was
High Court's
complicit.
comments.
But in the High Court
let's
there
start
were
from here.
judges.
Well, Lord, let me start from here. I very humbly draw my Lord's attention to para G at page 5 of the CMA. I'll read that first and then I'll start. It is deeply concerning to note that the judgment dated April 29, 2024 by a judge of the Islamabad High Court, which explicitly stated, and I quote, "The letter is not in the nature of a complaint, as the SGC has no mandate to investigate the actions of intelligence operatives, and was also not a communication meant for public consumption. It was a confidential intra-institutional correspondence that got leaked to the media and has attracted public debate." This was recently said by an honorable judge of the Islamabad High Court.
Who said it?
My Lord Justice Babar Sattar. I was not actually happy to name someone. It is surprising that this judge, a signatory to the said letter, claims it was meant to be confidential. An urgent inquiry is necessary to determine how the letter was publicized without first being addressed to the chairman and members of the Supreme Judicial Council. The individual responsible for its leakage must be identified and held accountable. Now, my Lord, I take your lordships back. I will start reading from para 5 of the CMA that I filed. The Constitution of Pakistan, I hope my lords are there.
Paragraph?
Para 5, page 2 of the CMA, sir. The Constitution of Pakistan entrusts the judiciary with the sacred duty of upholding justice free from external influences. This principle is fundamental not only to the administration of justice, but also to maintaining the balance of power within the state. It is imperative that judicial independence be safeguarded at all costs to ensure a just and equitable society. The Supreme Court Bar Association of Pakistan reiterates that any attempts by other branches of the government to undermine this independence are unconstitutional and detrimental to the rule of law.
In the light of recent events, the Supreme Court Bar urges the Supreme Court to reassert its constitutional authority and to ensure that mechanisms are in place to prevent any form of coercion or undue influence from state agencies. The judiciary must operate without any direct or indirect pressure that could compromise its impartiality. This includes, but is not limited to, inappropriate communications, threats, or any other forms of interference in the due process of law and judicial decision-making. Furthermore, the Supreme Court Bar advocates for the enactment of stricter laws and regulations that penalizes interferences in judicial matters. These should be designed to protect judges from pressure that can arise from other branches of the government or from within their own ranks. Ensuring that judges are able to perform their duties without fear of retribution is crucial for maintaining public confidence in the judicial system. In these circumstances, the Supreme Court Bar submits the following proposals. While the Supreme Court Bar welcomes the initiation of instant proceedings under Article 184(3) of the Constitution, however, it is suggested with utmost respect that the autonomy and independence of the High Court, as enunciated in the Constitution, must be kept in mind while deciding the instant list. It is also humbly submitted that the issue in hand has significantly eroded public trust towards the judiciary as the organ of the state. Any such incidents as the one highlighted in the letter dated 25th of March 2024 should ideally be addressed internally by this Honorable Court or by the High Court itself, as the High Court is constitutionally empowered to devise its own practice and procedures. The public exposure of the letter and the ensuing proceedings have severely affected the sanctity of the judiciary as an organ of the state in the eyes of the public. Being a judge is not merely a profession but a calling, necessitating a sacred commitment to ethics and duty. The old adage of being above suspicion, like Caesar's wife, underscores the necessity for impeccable personal conduct and professional integrity. The basic oath of a judge, as provided in the Constitution, mandates service without fear or favor, affection or ill will, a directive that must be followed both in letter and in spirit. Failure to do so constitutes a violation of the solemn oath sworn upon the Constitution, carrying significant consequences. The judiciary primarily comprises the constitutional judiciary, the Supreme Court and the High Courts, and the subordinate judiciary, which is subordinate to the respective High Courts. The practice and procedure relating to the judiciary are addressed in Articles 202 and 203 of the Constitution. The Code of Conduct, established by the Supreme Judicial Council under Article 2098 of the Constitution, serves as the primary guideline for judicial behavior of superior judge. Although encompassing this code should not be seen as conclusive, it sets the basic standards for a judge's conduct, emphasizing that the Constitution declares all authority exercisable by the people as a sacred trust from Almighty Allah, indicating that justice in this nation has a divine origin. This underscores the full implementation of high constitutional principles and the universal requirements of natural justice. A judge's oath signifies complete submission to the Constitution and, by extension, to the law. Within these bounds, his function of interpreting and applying the Constitution and the law is essential for maintaining the rule of law across all human activities within the nation. The letter dated 25th of March 2024, authored by 6 judges of the Islamabad High Court, should serve as an eye-opener. It provides a framework to address any untoward incidents in the future. This Honorable Court should note that Article 204 of the Constitution grants the powers of the contempt of court, further bolstered by the Contempt of Court Ordinance. This ordinance empowers every superior court to address contempts committed in relation to it. The incidents detailed in the letter dated 25th of March trace back to the previous year. It is crucial for a strong message to be sent to the Parliament and the Executive and its institutions that no interference will be tolerated henceforth. An inquiry into these incidents should be conducted to determine what exactly transpired and why the approach judge of the High Court failed to act as provided under Article 204 of the Constitution, read with the Contempt of Court Ordinance 2003. It is particularly alarming that the 6 judges of the Islamabad High Court reported being approached and pressured without specifying the cases for the individuals involved. This situation necessitates consideration of why these judges were unable to issue contempt citations against such individuals. Next para I have already read. Para H. At the last hearing, the Honorable Chief Justice of Pakistan highlighted internal pressures within the judiciary, referencing the historical incidents. Past practices such as the appointment of monitoring judges for trials in subordinate judiciaries and the handling of political cases, including the formation of benches for such cases, demonstrate that approaches from the executive and its institutions were not the only concerns. The judiciary itself was implicated in these practices. A firm message must be sent to other state organs, and the judiciary's role in these internal approaches must be addressed. Incidents should be thoroughly investigated, reported, and conclusively resolved to prevent recurrence in the future and to uphold the integrity of the judiciary for generations to come. A comprehensive framework and code of conduct should also encompass judges of the subordinate judiciary. Given that Article 204 of the Constitution and the Contempt of Court Ordinance 203 apply only to the judges of the Superior Court, it is unjust to differentiate between the judges of the superior and subordinate judiciaries. While the regulation of procedures for the subordinate judiciary falls within the purview of the respective high courts, it is advisable for this honorable court